How about that? The defending champion, Toronto Raptors, the purple dinosaur team from the North, won it all, and then everything changed. All the star players switched teams. The landscape is totally different. Toronto's probably not a Tier 1 title contender this year, almost certainly not. Sorry to the Raptors fans. But this is the most wide-open season in recent memory with the dismantling of the Warriors by injury and free agency defection. You and I both made our separate lists of our sort of inner circle Tier 1 title contenders. We're going to put them up. I haven't seen yours yet. The suspense has been killing me all day. And bam, we do have some differences. We have the same 5 teams right off the top. You have Blazers and Nuggets as teams 6 and 7. You do not have the Rockets. I have the Rockets and not the Blazers and Nuggets. So I would say let's start with the differences because we're all going to agree on those top 4 teams at least. We can talk about Utah. You can pick the direction of this. Do you want to chastise me for having the Rockets and tell me why I'm wrong, or do you want to defend the Blazers and the Nuggets?
Yeah, I'm going on the defense. I'm going
positive. You're going positive. You're not going negative. You're going positive.
Yeah, it's too early in the campaign to go negative. So the Jazz, Blazers, Nuggets to me are teams. They're like the ankle injury away team who could win a title. That if they're playing the Clippers or Lakers in a playoff series and a Paul George goes out with an injury, LeBron or an Anthony Davis goes down, they are good enough, talented enough, they've had the continuity, they've got elite coaching to be able to overtake one of those teams and do something you rarely see in an NBA 4 of 7 series, an upset. But those teams are good enough to do that. But there's no question, the Lakers and Clippers in the West and the Bucks and Sixers in the East are the elite.
So I believe in the Jazz. I don't think the Jazz are an ankle injury team. I think the Jazz, if they hit their ceiling, are just can win. Their problem in the last 2 playoffs has been a lack of another shot creator besides Donovan Mitchell, and just missing wide open threes to like a preposterous degree. They should have corrected both of those problems by trading for Mike Conley and signing Bojan Bogdanovic. I really like the Jazz. I think they're two-way balanced. They've had the best defense in the West the last 2 years. I really like that team. Nuggets, Blazers, Rockets are kind of where the rubber meets the road. So why not Rockets?
I am not a believer in this tandem of James Harden and Russell Westbrook together, that's going to be a partnership that's going to allow the Rockets to do the last few years that no one else in the league could do, and that was really push the best team in the league to the limit in Golden State.
And that's why they're grandfathered in for me.
Right, but Westbrook, it is not as much offensively I worry about them together, although, what Westbrook does well, which is attack the rim, play with the ball, he's going to have to play with James Harden. You've got to be able to play without the ball. You've got to be able to make open shots. Those haven't been his strengths, but defensively.
No, the open shot thing definitely has not been.
But defensively, I think the reason that the Rockets have been elite the last few years, yes, they'll score the ball. I do not think they will be an elite defensive team. And when you just talked about Utah will be. They were Quinn Snyder, and people are going to see it this year now. This is one of the very best coaches in the NBA. Now they've got shot makers. They are going to be really, really dangerous.
See, I do think Russ brings ingredients that, in theory, the Rockets need: pace, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of not James Harden dribbling 100 times as good as James Harden is. We'll see.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For highlights and analysis, check out the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, check out ESPN+.